You're welcome back. I'm Ife Chukwumoyele with the news. Now, police say they are investigating the killing of the chief security officer of the Adoke Mesiamaka Stadium, Richard Jaminiwa, and his first son, Bola Jaminiwa. Spokesperson of the Rivers State Police Command, Grace Iringikoko, tells crime correspondent Emekotoka that the matter has been transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department. She said they have not arrested any suspect. And recall that late Timothy Jaminiwa and his son were killed last Thursday by unknown gunmen at their residence on Omwelu Farm Road in Igurutali, Ikwere local government area. His widow links their killing to his fight against the looting of the stadium. In another development, the spokesperson of the River State Police Command, Grace Iringikoko, has advised motorists to ensure they work with licensed insurance companies for the third-party vehicle insurance. This is as the police started enforcement of the third-party vehicle insurance policy on February 1st. SP Iringikoko, however, said the police do not have any officially approved insurance company for the registration process. Meanwhile, insurance expert Victor Obunna has highlighted the processes of registration of the third-party vehicle insurance. In an interview with our correspondent, he said it is valid for 1 year.
As a form, you have to fill, I'll gather all your details. You have to submit your vehicle particular, 16,000 naira for private vehicle. Then other bigger vehicles like truck, the amount are different, from 20 from 30,000. One other benefit is that if the person that is driving that vehicle goes to any other West African country and having the West African passport, covers even damage outside Nigeria.
The insurance expert also explained that the third-party insurance helps cover the cost of repairing another person's vehicle if the insured driver causes an accident. Mr. Wuna said the policy also includes medical expenses for passengers involved. He said the insurance can cover up to 3 million naira in financial costs.
The third-party insurance actually is covers third parties against accidents, accidental damage, or any other damage. For example, if you have a vehicle and you insure it as a third party, what happens is that if you have an accident with another vehicle, your own vehicle is not covered. It's the other vehicle that you had an accident with that is covered by a third party. You know, if there's an accident, there will be damages and they have to be repaired. So the third-party insurance will cover the person that you had accident to the tune of 3 million naira. That is 3 million naira cover on the third-party insurance policy.
In the meantime, some commercial drivers in River State have again raised concerns over alleged extortion by task force agents enforcing the purchase of Obiakpo local government stickers. Speaking to our correspondent, some affected drivers describe the situation as an unnecessary burden. They say the task force agents claiming to represent the Obiakpo local government are imposing multiple levies without justification.
They had my vehicle yesterday at Lumola. I showed them all my tickets. I have the ticket, I have Obiakpo ticket, and other ticket that is necessary for them to release my vehicle. So they had my vehicle saying that I didn't have Obiakpo sticker, and this is a burden to us. This is getting out of hand. We have driver's welfare stickers, and to buy Obiakpo sticker, I think is not that necessary since we are buying tickets.
At the end of the day, some days itself, I know they carry money go house. I go come out this one, go collect money for my hand. I go come out this one, go collect money for my hand. Wanna help us, I beg. Wanna help us, we need an help now.
The last administration banned all these local government tickets and stickers and introduced only one single unified ticket. Please, our dear governor, hear our cry.
We no go fit dey buy Obiakpo ticket, they come buy Obiakpo sticker. I beg you, they beg the public.
Government, I beg you, they beg you.
Chairman of the Drivers Welfare Club of Nigeria, River State Chapter, Chris Ezali, appealed to the government to intervene and address the issue.
Has Obiakpo local government agents taken over the duty of the Minister of Transport? Despite the alarm we raised on the 6th day of January about the enforcement and reintroduction of Obiakpo local government emblems on commercial drivers in the state, the Obiakpo local government agents went ahead to impound our members' vehicles at the local government secretariats. It is obvious that Rumola and Rumokoro has now become a no-go area for commercial drivers, even after purchasing the daily tolls. We went to plead with the state governor for the unconditional release of the vehicles.
The Obiakpor Council has yet to respond to this. Moving on, some natives from Ogale in Eleme local government area of River State have attributed the fresh oil spill in the area to the equipment of the operating company. A stakeholder in the community, Dandasin Ngawala, spoke to correspondent Bureauware on this.
I'm not defending anybody now. It's a truth. It's a mistake on the part of SPDC. In that facility, they have their pits there, and the pressure was so much. I don't know how they monitor their pressure, and there was an overflow from their safety pits that they designed in their facility to curtail issues like this. But I think the matter, as I speak now, is before the paramount ruler and the council chairman.
On Tuesday, Shell reported an oil spill in Ogale after a saver pit overflowed during flushing operations. A Shell spokesperson said in a statement that its spill response team contained the overflow and informed authorities. It said arrangements are being made for a regulator-led joint visit to determine the cause and impact of the spill. As you may know, the Niger Delta, including River State, has suffered from decades of oil spills, leading to contaminated water sources, destroyed farmland, and health issues. Away from that, Ogoni stakeholder Ledu Mite says the setting up of the Federal University of Environmental Technology in the Ogoni region was one of the requests they made when they met with President Bola Tinubu 2 weeks ago. Mr. Mite, a former president of the Movement of the Survival of Ogoni People, MOSOP, was part of the Ogoni delegation that attended the meeting with President Tinubu in Abuja. He was also present when President Tinubu signed the bill to establish the university on Monday. Mr. Mite tells our correspondent that Ogoni stakeholders asked that it should be done before proper negotiations on the resumption of oil production in Ogoni land.
These are confidence-building measures to make people feel that, yes, this time we are serious. As you recall, 2 weeks ago, an Ogoni delegation met with the president. While that process of consultation is going forward, the delegation had asked that to help our process of consultation, some confidence-building measures be embarked upon, which is based on the fact that over the years there have been failed promises which has affected trusts. And to build that trust, certain things should be done, one of which was this university.
The former MOSOP president also spoke on other demands they made during the meeting with President Tinubu.
The others also include the issue of that east-west road that passes through there, the fast completion of that one, and some infrastructural intervention. The holistic resolution of the Ogoni issue will be an outcome of a broad-based consultation which I think has commenced in Ogoni and will continue the days ahead, so that each shade of opinion will be captured to come out with what is it that we want.
Some residents of River State have also shared their thoughts on President Tinubu's signing of the bill to establish the university in Ogoniland.
If the federal government wants its citizens to be enlightened, to be educated, to be empowered, to really focus on the future, they establish for the betterment of the generality of the public. I'm in favor, I'm in support of it.
I think it's a good thing. The Ogonis have been clamoring for an intervention with regards to the environmental degradation that has gone on there for years. There's something about knowledge. When you know something, you know how to tackle it. The president made a step in the right direction.
One of the places that has suffered more when it comes to environmental degradation. The Ogoni land is one of those places. Kola and other Atlantic areas have suffered a lot of environmental degradation based on oil pollutions and other related and allied issues. The people of Ogoni to have in studying the adverse effects of environmental pollution and degradation that their lands have suffered for decades. So it's a welcome development. We just pray that it will be sustained.
Still to come, a River State University student criticized continued closure of hostels. Stay with us.
We the people of
You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. The leadership of the Apex Youth Body in Abuja local government area of River State has congratulated the council chairman, Vincent Ruben Obo, as he marks his 100 days in office. In a media briefing, the coordinator of Abuja chapter of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Ipegan Omoboinegim, listed various projects embarked upon by the Ruben Obo administration, describing them as the first of their kind.
In this 100 days in office, Honorable Ruben Vincent Obo has been able to bring the dividends of democracy and inclusiveness to the people of Abuja. In just 100 days in office, he has embarked in building of over 100 shops in the popular Anyezi market at Abuja Central. Honorable Vincent has also embarked on solar water projects in over 20 communities, the dredging of sand for road construction and drainages, payment of 100,000 naira each to over 1,500 university students from Abuja local government area. This gesture is the first of its kind.
While applauding the Abuja Council boss for aligning with the vision and policies of Governor Fubara, Mr. Omoboinegim also gave assurances of the support of the youth.
To the executive chairman of Abuja local government area, Honorable Vincent Ruben Obo, and his vice chairman, Honorable Yurika Inanepu Elogom. On behalf of the teeming youth of Abuja local government area, which I represent, I wish you well in office as you continue to replicate the good works of His Excellency, Sir Similaye Fubara Joseph. We want to assure you that the youth will never fail you because of what you have done and will continue to support you.
Away from that, some students of the River State University RSU have cried out over the continued closure of school hostels 2 months after it resumed for a new academic session. They informed our correspondent that the delayed hostel allocation due to the nation's economic challenges is having a negative impact on them. They accused the school management of not being proactive with the ongoing renovation of the hostels.
The hostel booking procedure is not straightforward. They open and close, open and close. They should make the process more open. They should upgrade their portal so that students can be able to book hostel.
SUG and the management, they should work hand in hand. Since school have resumed, almost 2 months, they've not opened the hostel, and it's pretty bad, and we are facing a lot.
The administration is not fair to the students when it comes to hostel. Up till now, February, lecture have started since, but I have not opened the hostel for students to pack in. Renovation would have been done last year, but they started January, and now it's February. No students are packing.
I'm a law student. When I go home now, we're very tired. I will still have to do things at home. This thing has been happening for 1 month, so it's not really funny at all. They should do something about it.
The renovation can actually start earlier before we resume.
Reacting to this, the SUG president of RSU, Rizi Owabie, said the funds for hostel renovations are generated from the yearly payment of tuition fees, adding that the school management embarks on the annual renovation of hostels due to the reckless behavior of some students.
We have followed up this matter with the school management. In their words, it is not possible. Money goes into a lot of things. That's why we use the money that they pay in the first month of resumption to renovate the hostel. I will not blame my students, but to an extent, these students destroy a lot of things. Each year, we record broken bungs. They deliberately remove the fans, the sockets. They spoil a lot of things. We tell them don't cook in hostel. They cook in hostel. Now, when they destroy it, you see that there's no money left for the school to renovate. Immediately, they have gone. If you enter our toilets, things have been fixed. Taps and all of that. You will notice that by the end of this year, things will be spoiled.
He appealed to Governor Fubara to help build additional hostels across the 3 campuses of the institution.
RSU have roughly 4,000 bed space, and we have close to 38,000 students, and we admitted roughly 8,000 to 10,000 of year 1. So if we're looking at 4,000 space for 8,000 students, who do we pay priority to? It is the person that is fast in booking that can get space. Our governor, sir, we are pleading that you should come to our schools, not just our main campus, but our satellite campuses do not have enough bed space. We do not have enough hostel there, but we have land mass. So please, we are pleading that you come and build more hostels for us. It will make life comfortable and conducive for our students.
In other news, the Federal Executive Council, FEC, has authorized about 200 billion naira for the execution of 14 road projects across the Federation. Briefing State House correspondent, Minister of Works Dave Umahi said Tuesday's approval adds to the 10 road project authorized by FEC on Monday, totaling 885 billion naira. He says the goal is to upgrade the road network across the state.
The next one is the project in Ikorodu Shagamu Road. This is the phase 1 of the Lagos Ibadan Road, and the last is the carriageway Arcade bypass. It is a major construction that we needed to rescope it by Gito Construction Limited, and the amount is 7 billion. The fake stepped down one memo, and that is the building of the FEMA headquarters. Fake wondered why, since the establishment of FEMA never had headquarters, but we've been asked to research and recheck and then resubmit.
On his part, Minister of Health and Social Welfare Professor Ali Pate said the Federal Executive Council approved 2 significant memos aimed at transforming the nation's health sector.
So it's an important statement of our direction towards self-sufficiency of medical products over time. And this treaty is a major milestone. I appreciate Mr. President's leadership in allowing us to ratify this important treaty on the continent. The second element is expanding the infrastructure in our tertiary facilities. So the Executive Council approved 6 contracts, 12 billion naira for major diagnostic equipment, 3 MRI equipment, and 2 CT scan equipment. Transformation that the President promised is beginning to happen.
We go on a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the news. U.S. President Donald Trump has signed an executive order withdrawing Washington from a number of United Nations bodies, including its Human Rights Council, UNHRC, and setting up a broader review of U.S. funding for the multilateral organization. The executive order said it withdrew Washington from UNHRC and the main UN Relief Agency for Palestinians, UNRWA, and would review involvement in the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, UNESCO. White House Staff Secretary Will Schaaf described the actions as a protest against what she calls anti-American bias at the UN agency. And that's a wrap on the news this morning. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Police say they are investigating the killing of the stadium security chief by gunmen in Port Harcourt. Commercial drivers have renewed call to check task force extortions in Obiabo. Shell Company says efforts are on following the Ogale oil spill. River State University students have criticized the continued closure of their hostels. On the foreign scene, U.S. President Donald Trump has signed order withdrawing the U.S. from UN bodies. The news was edited by Chioma Ezenwafo. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Moyele. Many thanks for listening.